All right, here we go. Go Sports Radio, Carver and Cuthbert live from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach. On the island, on a Thursday. It's like a little gloomy, but it's still nice. Like the breeze is awesome. Like Tommy's got the door open. Like it feels so good right here with that nice little ocean breeze blowing into Borrelli's this afternoon. It's just outstanding. We got a lot to do today. Super busy. Yankees, White Sox coming up at about 2 o'clock after losing 6-5 in extra innings last night. Man, the Yankees suck in extra innings.
Sanchez is on his way home.
Ali Sanchez, nice throw to third last night, allowing the White Sox to tie the game. So we have that. The trade deadline is Monday. And, man, they got work to do in that department. The Mets open a series with the Marlins tonight. Man, friends and family only at Citi Field this weekend. That's tough. 4 games at Citi Field between the Mets and the Marlins. That's a hard one for them. They give away free burgers out in center field. That might be the only way you can get anybody out there this weekend. And the Mets, of course, have a very interesting trade deadline coming up on Monday as they look to unload everything that isn't nailed down. Just get rid of it. It's all got to go at this point.
Even Mr. Met?
I mean, they sell the clothes off his back at this point. I mean, just get rid of it all. That's kind of where they're at. We've got some football to do. I was watching again, like I'm into this now every day. I'm until at least like a week and a half from now where I'll get tired of it. Like I'm into watching all the training camp stuff with football being back and guys dropping passes in practice and coaches, all the coach speak and players speak. Like I love it for the first like week and a half, 2 weeks of camp. So I'm really into that. We've got the Buffalo stuff that we started yesterday that we're going to finish. Jersey patches on college football teams. And in fact, Kyle Whittingham, the Michigan coach, said what everybody else knows is going to happen in college football. I'll give you that later on as well. Super busy, a lot to do. Mike Carver, along with Paul Cuthbert here at Borrelli's. Hi, Paul. How you
Happy
doing?
Thursday, everybody. Hey, Mike, I got a question for you. You're not related to Celebrini by any chance, are you?
Man, look at the money they gave that guy.
Woo!
Now, this is where it begins, because when they gave the kid on the Ducks 18, what do you get, 18.2 or 18.3 per? Maybe 18 flat, whatever it was, they gave Leo Carlson. I said to you now, it's just going to be going up and up. Now, Celebrini's a guy it's hard to dispute giving him that kind of money, but he is only in the league 2 years.
He's 12 years old.
But that makes it, who's going to be the first $20 million per year guy? Like the NHL is now starting to get into that area. Is it McDavid when he signs a new deal? Now? I guess not, because if these two guys are making 18, anybody could. There's a lot of guys who could probably be the first $20 million guy.
Greer said, quote unquote, if he had to ask for the max, he would have gave it to him.
Okay. Well, remember, and I saw somebody tweet this out. What will Schaefer's contract be next year?
I think just remember, gonna trade Schaefer.
Just remember,
they can handle that.
Remember what he said like 2 weeks ago at that golf outing. He doesn't care about money. He only cares about winning, bringing the cup back.
Yeah,
that's all that he cares about. So you don't have to worry about all that other stuff.
His agent and his family don't.
Money doesn't matter to him.
Yeah,
he only cares about winning and building a strong hockey foundation on Long Island. That is what matters. So do not be blinded.
Dumb kid. What a
do
dumb
not
kid.
be blinded by the big money that Celebrini got out in San Jose. Schaefer will get his money, and he'll be just fine. He cares about winning first and building a culture on the island. Let's start with the Yankees, Paulie, because 6-5 last night, 12 innings, they lost to the White Sox in a game that really kind of not the typical game that they've been losing lately. You know, games where they've got 4-run leads late have been lockdown for them because the bullpen has been so good. But you got a reminder last night that as good as some of these guys have been, you know, Paul Blackburn he's still Paul Blackburn. Just remember that at the end of the day, as he gives up those back-to-back homers last night.
I could save you a lot of trouble here, Michael. Hey, forget about all that stuff. It comes down to Sanchez and a bonehead.
Well, I mean, I know that that's I know that that's what you want to look at, but the game should have been over long before that. Get a couple outs, and the game's over long before that. Now, was that an absolutely stupid, boneheaded play by him throwing down at third base? Of course it was. And what makes it worse is and again, I hate doing this to, we always pick on Aaron Boone. Everybody always picks on Aaron Boone. To defend it after, when you know it's not a good play,
anything less.
you know it's not a good play, but the guy's got to stand there after, and he's always got to defend his players. Aaron, it was a bonehead throw. Should have held the ball. That's it.
He is Frank Drebin.
Say it.
Hold on a second. He is Frank Drebin from The Naked Gun, with the building on fire behind him, saying nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
It's like, and look, there's some stuff like, and people kill him about the wrong things. Like I saw this morning, and everybody hates Aaron Boone. I've led the charge for a long
word.
time.
I don't hate.
All right,
Boone.
fine. I know you don't like that word.
Dislike
a lot of people don't like Aaron Boone.
All of his decisions.
And I get on him probably more than just about anybody else. But some of the stuff like, oh, why didn't you leave Schlittler in last week? You want to know why? Because for the last 2 weeks, his bullpen's been getting every out. So what do you want him to do? Like
Murakami.
He really is part of the damned if you do, damned if you don't crew at this point. And he's kind of did a little bit of that to himself. But if there's anything that I would be upset with the manager about, it's about how he handles post-game, what the idiot catcher throwing to third base. That would be the more thing. But that also goes back to what I said to you yesterday. The team needs a professional catcher. You can't have AA and AAA catchers on the roster. You need to have someone who's a professional catcher. That's at the plate and behind the plate at this point after watching last night. That you need those things. They don't have it right now, and they've got 3.5 days to figure it out.
My neck is starting to hurt from shaking my head.
What do you want me to tell you?
No, it's not you. It's just, I watched the end of that game last night. It's just, again, angry panda. I want to smash things. But they brought us back down to earth, man, after the 11-5, a couple wins in a row. And then it just shows you. I mean, McMahon and Caballero make great defensive plays. And then they get the bases loaded. They can't bring anybody home.
You saw a lot of their warts. A lot of their warts came out last night, and that is they still obviously can't hit in some sports.
Reminded all of us about how really bad they can be. I mean, if Benny Rice can't get up against the Chicago White Sox with the bases loaded.
The White Sox are a good team this year.
Hold on a second. With like 7,000 people in the stands, what's he going to do in the playoffs with 40,000
Wait a second here. Whoa.
Yeah,
that's who you decide to go after
just saying,
today?
I'm getting on Benny
the one guy who's been good this year? Yeah, that's been great.
Well, that's a clutch spot. Why not?
The guy would be top 3 in MVP voting with the season that he's had. And that's the guy you want to go after today?
I'm angry Yankee Panda today.
I'm sorry. I cannot allow that. That is just, you cannot. With all the awards that they have, you're going to get here and get on the guy who's been their best player this year. He's the MVP of the team this season.
You know what? That's judge talk. The best guy all season long, and then he can't come through in the playoffs, right?
Oh,
that's a clutch spot last night. I don't care how great you're doing. Knocking a goddamn run. Let's go. Win the game.
This guy.
Show me something.
271, 31 homers, 71
under pressure.
RBIs.
Show me something under pressure.
Stop. He's been their best player all year. Yeah, that is. I can't believe you had the Stones to go after him today.
This team, pal. All bets are off. If Booney's going to come out and defend Sanchez after the game, then I can bury anybody I want. Okay? There you go.
Ryan Weathers today against Sean Burke just after 2:00 East in Chicago. Yankees will look to take 3 out of 4. And they're staying in Chicago. What a great week. I hear all these people who cover teams and even like people that are part of teams, they all look forward to going to Chicago. It's like one of their favorite places to stop. Yankees get a full week in Chicago, 4 with the White Sox and then 3 with the Cubs this weekend. Man, and tomorrow they're playing in the Businessman Special, a tradition unlike any other, Friday afternoon at Wrigley for Adam Warren.
Win the games. Win every game. And leave Sanchez in Chicago.
All right, so who you got? Do we win today? Take 3 out of 4?
They better.
Oh, they better.
Yeah.
They better.
Yes.
That's where you're at. Well, they're playing an AL Central team. They win every series against the AL Central. I still see now the Yankees are back in, and Chris is in the chat. Chris
having
said,
a blast. Chris is having a blast.
Chris in the chat says, Yankees, go get Hunter Goodman. Stop being cheap. I've said this forever. I agree. The Yankees should act like the Yankees. They should act like the Yankees used to act, which is spend the most, give up the dopey prospects that nobody cares about, and get great established players. That's what the Yankees should be doing, not the nonsense that they've been doing for the last 5-10 years. That's what that they should be. They should. You're right, Chris. They should go get Hunter Goodman. They should go get Zach Neto. They should go get whoever, whatever the best at each spot is. That's what the Yankees should do. They're the Yankees. Enough. Because there's no baseball next year anyway. So just let it all fly this year, right? Not going to be any baseball next year. So you might as well just go all in. Try to win this season. That's all you need.
We'll see. We'll see.
And as far as team on the other side of town goes, I mentioned they opened a series with the Marlins. They actually did split the doubleheader with the Braves yesterday. A 1-0 loss last night, a 3-2 win yesterday afternoon.
How's Juan doing?
He's on vacation. And I would bet dollars to donuts that would be a permanent vacation for the year.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they said 4 to 6.
He's not coming back?
They said 4 to 6 weeks with his calf. If I were him, it'd be like, at that point, it's like September, like, shut it down, right?
Wow.
I mean, shut it down.
Why
come back for
Stevie, call him.
why come back September 5th to play 20 games? At that point,
needs to sell some tickets.
Boy,
he's got to come back for the Yankee series.
You'll see tumbleweeds out in out in those seats in center field in September.
Cohen needs to sell some
Nobody
tickets.
there.
Come on, man.
Chris, I agree that he says the Red Sox and the Yankees are cheap. They are. The Red Sox have been cheap ever since the day they traded Mookie Betts. Red Sox are cheap. Yankees are cheap. Just stop it.
San Jose Sharks aren't cheap, I'll tell you that much.
Well, they got no choice in that matter. As far as all the other stuff for the trade deadline goes, Paulie.
Yes, sir.
Monday is the day. 6 p.m. East, a little later than usual. I saw, I guess, Jeff Passan, he's the ESPN guy, say that it's now more and more likely that the Tigers will trade Skubal. He pitched well yesterday, and it almost like they all said goodbye to him. So I guess they are trading him. I mean, everybody gave him a big goodbye in Detroit. And who's the team, the leader in the clubhouse, according to Passan? Who's going to trade for Skubal?
We know.
Who's it going to be? Let me. Oh,
West
come on.
Coast team.
West Coast team.
Colors are blue and white.
Because they're nervous, despite winning the last 2 World Series. They're nervous that because Ohtani's maybe not going to pitch again the rest of the year, they need another starting pitcher.
Yeah, well.
So go get the best one.
There you go.
See, that's how you should operate. You're the best team. You got money. Go get the best guy. That's how it should always be. That's why the Dodgers have won the last 2 years, because of those reasons.
Booney and Cashman like our team, and how they like what we got.
It's all right there in front of them.
It's all right there in front of us.
It's all right there in front of them.
And in a big game,
Tigers
stay
are
close
gutless.
to the division leaders. You can throw the ball down the third base line if you want, and hope McMahon gets it. Yeah, you could do that.
It is, and now so the Dodgers. What would be the package here? I saw this also when they were putting all this together. The package that they would get for him. I will bring this up to you. I think it was Heyman that had it. Heyman. Here you go, Paulie. Oh, this is another one you like. The Yankees are checking in on Adley Rushman for the Orioles.
That is exciting.
Another catching prospect. I'm sure the Orioles will hold him over the
Can
coals.
Can he hit the baseball?
Division.
Can he hit the baseball?
Yes, he can. He can do that. How do the Dodgers still have all these prospects after everybody that they've acquired over the last few years?
They have a very good relationship.
Dodgers are
with Major
considered
League Baseball.
Skubal's first preference when he becomes a free agent. Passan says Dodgers are favorites to acquire Skubal. What will it take to get him? They're going to get nothing. It's amazing. It really is. He's going to be traded now, he says. The Tigers haven't gone to teams that are interested in him, but the expectation is it's going to happen in the next day or two. So in the next day or two, they're going to make this happen.
Well, they'd have to with the trade deadline on Monday, yes.
Well, I'm just saying. That's a couple days before the trade deadline, obviously, at this point.
Who did the Dodgers have this weekend? So what's on the schedule for the Dodgers? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. But they have Friday.
I mean,
home for the Red Sox. Dodgers, Red Sox this weekend.
All right.
In it.
That's good, hopefully, for the Yankees.
No, it doesn't matter. Have you seen the last couple nights? No runs in Sacramento. They've been playing these stone cold dead unders between the Red Sox and the A's. Red Sox won 4-2-10 last night. They finish off the 4-gamer. Usually you get like lots of runs in Sacramento, like from the betting angle. Obviously, we usually bet a lot of overs in Sacramento. 3 stone cold unders the last 3 days. see if we can crack the egg later on tonight in Sacramento. And yes, Chris, the Dodgers have so many prospects. It's insane. I don't know how they're able to always get these guys. It's so bizarre. But that's your baseball heading into the trade deadline, Paulie. Coming up this week on Monday, Yankees and Mets getting involved. All right, Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio. Live here from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach on the island. I got a lot of football for you today, but before I do, you have a long list of great things that are going to be going on at Borrelli's here over the next couple of days. Why don't we start for the first time today, letting everybody know what those are going to be?
Yeah, once again, we are broadcasting live from Borrelli's Taproom, 911 West Beach Street here in Long Beach, New York on Long Island, home of the champion New York Knicks. That's right, folks. So it's Thursday, and you know what that means? It's carnival night, ladies and gentlemen. So for $42.99, come on down, get a choice of steak, veal, a pork, super salad, and a dessert, bottomless beers, and endless wines. There's no better deal in Long Beach than at Borrelli's tonight. And on top of that, you get live entertainment at 8 o'clock tonight with Current Company. So get your butts down here, eat, and enjoy the sounds of Current Company. All right, live music comes back this weekend. Special performance tomorrow night. Live band with the Dirty Rockers doing tribute to reggae and ska, Stick Figure, 311, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Incubus, Dirty Heads, Sugar Ray, Real Big Fish, and more. So all good stuff that starts at 9 o'clock. Free admission, come down for that, followed by DJ John. I believe that's it's coming in tomorrow. DJ John. I think I just wrote it down. I have terrible handwriting, and I'm sorry, and I apologize. On Saturday, Derek Adams Trio will be here at 7 p.m. and then followed by DJ TM Select. See, DJ TM Select just rolls right off the tongue, like TM.
Yes, it does.
And then on Saturday afternoon for Sunday Fun Day, we have Tim Quinn coming in here with followed by DJ TM Select for the Sunday Fun Day dance party. Don't forget now on Fridays, it's Frozen Fridays from 12 to 9 p.m. You get $8 frozen drinks here, margaritas and pina coladas. Come down and quench that thirst after a long day on the beach here at Borrelli's on Fridays. Get your weekend kicked in. All good stuff there. Bingo returns next week on Tuesday, sponsored by Tillamadoo. And Tom will be running the whole thing. Get down here. It's always hard to get a seat, so make sure you get down here early. It's Bingo Tuesday next week, sponsored by Tillamadoo. And then on Wednesday, the comedy series returns back here at Borrelli's. Chris DiStefano is sold out next Wednesday, so you can't get in here unless you got your ticket already. Now, other comedy shows coming in here on August 10th. We have Pete Coriel, and then on August 29th, we have Anthony Rodillo. And you can get tickets for that at Borrelli'sTaproom.com. Click on events or go to Eventbrite.com and search Borrelli's Comedy. And Tommy filled us in yesterday. And just to let everybody know to get ready, because the football specials are in the works. And it's all coming back here at the end of the month here as we enjoy the lazy days of August.
Come on.
Summer hot days down here in Long Beach. But like I said, there ain't going to be any better place to watch college.
1 month from
NFL
yesterday.
football.
First
Right
college
here.
Football game kicks off
At Borrelli's. And don't forget,
August
anytime
29th.
you come down to Borrelli's, start your session off, mention the CNC podcast and get a free Miller Lite draft. And don't forget, we're down here during the week. Lunch is great down here. $12 sandwich special. All good stuff. So there it is. That's what's going on at Borrelli's right here in Long Beach on the South Shore, baby.
Let's go. And yes, 1 month from yesterday, college football kicks off Saturday, August the 29th. TCU in North Carolina in Dublin at the Aviva. Noon East kick. Let's go. Stanford, Hawaii that night.
Woo!
USC, San Jose State.
A lot of Hawaii fans in Dublin.
College.
Ton.
That's not in Dublin. That game.
What?
That game's not in Dublin. UNC, North Carolina, TCU is in Dublin.
Well, like I said, a lot of TCU fans.
A lot of TCU fans in Dublin, I'm sure. Hawaii, Stanford is in Palo Alto, California, home of the Stanford tree.
It doesn't matter,
where
right?
They will be having that. It doesn't matter because
football.
It's football's
We're gonna
back.
watch
That's
preseason.
all it
Everybody's
is.
watching training camps right now.
Did you get excited yesterday?
Neighbors
running around.
and Odell? Oh, yeah.
You had Odell running around.
Yeah.
You had neighbors running around. You had, excuse me, and they're in West Virginia, which is beautiful at the Greenbrier, because they're not doing the beginning of training camp here because they still had, I don't know why 3 weeks after the World Cup, you still can't go anywhere near MetLife Stadium, but they did this because of the World Cup and all the things that they had to do. I guess they have to take apart everything that they put up for the World Cup, and that's why they're not over there. The giant chaining facility is right next door.
But you got the American Dream.
American Dream there too. But
I'm going
either
there
way,
Monday, by the way, so hopefully there'll be a spot there.
you had to be optimistic and feel good knowing that on the first day of camp, you've got neighbors out there doing things.
Mhm.
Like he's not just standing on the side, with the helmet off, and like he's out there running around.
Yeah.
And because the initial prospects throughout most of this offseason has been that he's not going to be back till 4 weeks in or 5 weeks in or 6 weeks in, and it's going to take time. I think that seeing that yesterday, that gives me the expectation, Paulie, that they should, over the next 6 weeks, be able to ramp this up. That I want that guy out there on opening day. I want him there game one. I want him out there.
Easy.
And the Odell stuff is all nice and fun, but I don't know how much you realistically expect out of him this year, or if he'll stay healthy enough. I mean, I think if he actually was healthy,
Why
he
would
could
you not
be.
expect?
Because he hasn't played much
Just
over the
gotta run a
last few
patterns
years.
and catch the ball. That's all he's got to do.
He hasn't played much over the
It's
last
all
few
right.
years.
Fine.
Uh,
It's like
I
riding a
thought-
bike for these guys.
I thought Dart did a nice job yesterday in his opening of training
Yeah.
camp press conference.
Looking handsome.
He's
as
saying
ever.
all the right things,
Yeah.
looking, as you said, looking handsome. And that's another thing for me. Obviously, he's become already a pretty big celebrity in the New York
he's
area.
The modern day Joe Namath in New York right now. There you go.
Well,
Without the championship. of
that's all
course.
fine and good, but you now have to play up to those expectations. See, it's nice that he's already got that little bit. I like that he has that little bit of a swagger, and I like that he's become now a major figure here in the New York sports scene. But he also, let's remember, has only played like 9 or 10 games.
Well, look,
So
I would say that Jackson has played very well last season. And I would have to say his coach last year and his teammates kind of let him down. But he had a pretty good season.
so all on them. It had not so all
I'm
on
just saying,
them.
break it up a little bit. He had
Okay.
a really good season.
I thought for a rookie season, he did have a really good
That's
season.
all I'm
And I
saying.
like
And there were
the way
a few
he
games
plays.
they could have won.
I like that he's fearless. I like all the stuff that he could do. And I think it's imperative that the line stays healthy, especially Andrew Thomas, who seems to always be hurt. He needs to stay healthy. And the pieces around him, Neighbors, Odell, Scattaboo, they need to stay healthy, because that all just makes it even better,
Mhm.
is to be able to do all of those things. And look, I don't know. They're kind of picked to finish last, honestly, in the division. When you look at some of the numbers betting wise, their win total, their number to win the division, they are picked as the 4th team out of these 4. I don't think they're going to finish last.
Yeah,
in
I
the
think they're gonna
division.
prove a lot of people.
I
wrong.
think I don't like Washington at all this year. I think Washington, unless you can guarantee me that you're going to get 17 games out of Jaden Daniels, which I'm not sure that you can do, and I don't love their roster, I think the Giants could be better than Washington. I'm not going to say they're better than the Eagles yet, obviously. I'm not going to go there. And the Cowboys are kind of like a bit of an unknown to me, Paulie. I
You
think
don't know what you're gonna get.
I think it could go, like, I could see them go 11-6, and I could see them go 7-10. Like, they're kind of a wild card team to me this year in
I
that
agree.
division. But with how bad Giant football has been for such a long stretch, realistically, as a Giant fan, what do you think would be an acceptable season? First year of Harbaugh, second year of Dart. What would make you happy? Now, remember, this is a team that's been picking in the top 5 and winning like between like 2 and 5 games for like the last few years. What would you say this was a successful year?
I think we can get 8 or 9 wins, definitely.
Now, that would probably mean you don't make the playoffs,
Yeah.
but I agree. I think if they got back this year, took a step up.
I think they're going to do better than that, but I'm being realistic. I think, I think 8 or 9
I'm
wins
saying
would be
if
successful.
they win 8-9 or 9-8, and maybe we're in the hunt in December and just came up short and missed the playoffs, I think that would be a successful first year with Harbaugh and the Harbaugh-Dart partnership and all of those things. I do think that should be where the bar is.
Well, like
for them.
every franchise, you're thrown in. There's going to be injuries during the year. It's
Sure.
it's going to happen. Where it happens and how they recover from that, we don't know yet. And then there's going to be lots of mistakes. And this is a team now that's going to play for the first time on the Harbaugh. And, we got to give it a little bit of a wiggle room there. But we'll see what happens. I think they do have these young guys that they've drafted here in the last 2 years. I think these guys are smart. I think, don't throw anything at me about Scadmu, but, if he stays healthy, he's giving the ball, but he's going to run through the wall for you, So we'll see. I think the defense is going to look good. Let it play out. I think more than anything, without predicting and this and that, this is, to me, I think the next 5 years are just going to be great. I just think they're going to be really, really solid. And it starts with Harbaugh and it starts with Dart. And I think it's going to be really, really good.
Right. And I'm just taking your temperature as to where, and maybe some other Giant fans will let me know. What the expectations are. That's all. What is it? Like, are you all right if they don't make the playoffs, but you see that big jump up into that 8-9 win range area? Like, I hear some people, and look, social media is a strange place. You got to remember sometimes that it really only counts for like a small percentage of the actual fan base. But I think there are people out there that are already expecting, 11 wins and a playoff berth in year number one. And I don't know if that's a realistic thing because they are in a tough division. And I think the NFC is tougher in parts than the AFC this year. And I just think it's asking a lot. I think that you need to set the bar in the right place.
Maybe the other side of that is the NFL in general can be very mediocre as far as the bulk of the teams,
right,
not really blowing each other out. Nobody really you got a handful of teams that, everybody expects to be there at the end. And then it's the usual kind of turnover. So
there's a very large middle.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's really only, as a whole, 4 to 6 teams that are like in that top tier. The expectations are going to and or winning a Super Bowl. Then there's like 20 teams here. And then there's 5 or 6 teams all the way at the bottom that you're like, that team's going to suck.
Yeah.
And they have no shot this year. And that middle is enormous. And that's where the Giants are in that middle.
And there's going to be 1 or 2 or maybe
and there is
3
levels
of those
to that
teams
middle.
in the middle that are going to rise a little to the top.
Sure.
And the Giants potentially could be one of those teams.
Right. And look, when you're taking 65% of the league and you're putting them in one zone, there's clearly going to be some levels into that area. But like I have them there right now. And could they be on the top half of that 20 or in the bottom half of that 20? I think a successful year would be if they are in that kind of top half range of it and maybe just miss. Whereas, as we kind of discussed yesterday with the Jets, I feel like the Jets are in that bottom underneath tier until they show me differently. And I knew I was going to get the responses from it yesterday. And listen, sometimes, and I encourage people that when they do see the clips, that maybe you do click the thing and you go and watch a little bit more of the entire show and see everything that gets said, because I immediately saw some responses to the little clips that we put out that, the Mannings don't want to go to the Jets. Yeah, I know that.
And Manning stinks. That was the other one.
I saw that too. That too. Manning sucks. And
fair play.
That the Jets wouldn't want him.
Give it to us.
Or that they wouldn't want the Jets. And yes, I've said this, and I am full throttle on this thinking this year. And look, I want to play the games. We haven't even played a preseason game yet. I'm obviously looking very far ahead into the future, but I anticipate that the Jets will have potentially the first overall pick in the draft.
Beyond the clip, you did express all those other scenarios.
And if that happens, and if Arch is in the draft, which, remember, he has 2 years left of eligibility. So if the Jets had the first pick and the Mannings are so gung-ho about not going to the Jets, he can go back and play another year of college football. And guess what? They now make big money to go back and play another year of college football. So it's not like it's a thing where – and the Mannings are loaded anyway. It's not like – this is not a kid who's dying to go get some paycheck in the NFL. So if the Jets have – they might say, oh, you know what? We're going to go play another year of college. Who cares? Good for them if they do. But if he doesn't, and they have the top pick, and I am the Jets, I'm taking him. because he is going to be the first overall pick in the draft. Unless he has an absolutely atrocious season at Texas, which I don't think he's going to. The combination of the pedigree, the name, and what he's shown so far and what I think he's going to show this year at Texas, I think he's going to have a big year. That's going to just stamp him as he will be the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
How do you think the kid is going to handle the fact that obviously the expectations are that he will be the number 1 pick, and or what you just said, the scenario, he's got 2 years of eligibility left? How do you think, what do you, just a guess here, what do you think his mental approach is to this?
I think each year it gets better. And no, I don't think he needs to do that. I think that maybe going into last year, he felt a lot of pressure being the full-time starter for the first time, and he's played a whole year. And if you noticed, at the end is when he really started to get it going. And I thought he was very good at the end of the season. And I think he's going to come in this year with all those experiences from last year. And that's why I think he's going to be even better this year. And I think that, it's kind of hard to match the expectations that have been put on this kid because of his last name. And is he as good as Peyton? And who is? I mean, the guy won 5 MVPs. He's a Hall of Famer.
2 other scenarios there too. If he has a great season like you think he will have, right, then you want to go be the number 1 on top, right?
Right.
And or then if you have a struggling season, then you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll take that second year to do better.
Correct. He has that option as well. But I firmly believe he's going to be good. He's going to be the top guy on the board. He's going to go first. And as I said yesterday, and I'll say it again, probably unfortunately for the next 7 months, because again, we haven't played a game yet, and this is a conversation for when the season ends and where they are in the draft. If I am the Jets and I have the first overall pick, and this guy comes out and he says, I'm going in the draft, and his family, the grandfather, whoever, says, we don't want to go there, and they're going to do what they did with Eli. If I'm the Jets, I put the feet in the ground and I say, we're taking you. Too bad. You don't want to play football? It's your problem. We're going to make you look bad. We're taking you. All the guys that go to bad teams every year, first overall pick. You think Fernando Mendoza was thrilled about going to the Raiders?
Well, I
think Joe Burrow was happy when he had to go to Cincinnati Bengals.
Obviously, there's no way he's going there under the current head coach and all that.
But that's part of the deal. See, that's why this whole season is just already been put up for them to lose everything. Yeah. Because if they do have that, they're going to be able to back channel through to his camp and go, who do you want the coach to be? Because that's going to start to soften the blow of going
3 to 5 year plan.
Sure,
Can they be competitive?
But all it takes is for you talk to them and say, Arch, who do you feel comfortable? Is there a name out there that you would like to see be a head coach? And you find someone that suits to him. And they come in as a pair and they come in together. And that is how the franchise starts to change. These franchises change when you get players like this. And that's how it goes. And if he's going to play the game, I'm not going there. And then screw you. I'm taking you anyway. Don't play football.
It will be interesting to see what happens.
That's my feeling on it, Paulie.
When we get there.
To the thing we didn't get to yesterday, which was the Bills opening camp, of course, upstate New York. And there's just a lot of things around the Bills that are like, for the first time in a while, like I don't have the optimism, I guess it would be, or I'm feeling a little.
You're not feeling it.
Pessimistic about the season going in. Mm-hmm. And look, you need to understand. Obviously, these last 6 years have been so much better than the 20 before that. I spent 20 years watching awful football teams, awful quarterbacks, awful coaches, like all of it for 20 years. From 99 to 19, it was just absolute misery as a Buffalo Bill fan. After the Music City joke, Music City Miracle / Massacre, whatever you want to call it, depending on what side you're on, all the way up until drafting Josh Allen, it was misery. And these last 6 years have been great. The problem is that they haven't crossed the line. They haven't even gotten there. And now all the success of being so good is now like you start to get all these other things. They're going into a new stadium. Now it's PSLs and it's big money and there's new jerseys and there's just like a lot of stuff that just feels so.
And a monument to the broken table and the Bills Mafia.
Yeah, but that's kind of, I don't mind that. It's part of their shtick and everything. The problem is is that the people that started that, the breaking the tables out in the parking lot, I don't know how many of those people are going to get into the place.
Yeah, talk about that.
So
man.
that's the hard part.
What's going on there?
Now remember something too. This is not like MetLife Stadium, Jets and Giants PSLs, where there's 9 other teams and there's all these other things and there's lots of other options. The people up there live, breathe, and sleep Bills football. There's nothing else. Yes, the Sabres came back this year. They have Sabres hockey too. There's nothing else. This is their life, Paulie. So unfortunately, even guys that were sitting up in the rock pile up in section 310, they're shelling it out.
And by the way, it's just sort of it's not just Buffalo. It's all the surrounding New York area.
Sure.
It comes down all the way to
well, because that's also when you get as good as they have gotten over the past 6 years, you went from nobody caring about the team and it was just the locals to now, yes, you spread it out. And I'm not saying there were never Bill fans in Rochester, but there's more because they have one of the 2 or 3 most recognizable players in the entire sport playing on their team, and that attracts attention. And when you get things like this, you start to get all the kind of corporate-y stuff, the new stadium, the jerseys, all these things. And I'm still not completely sold on what they did with the head coach. I didn't have a problem firing the head coach. I would have brought in something fresh, not a guy that was on the staff of the team that kept losing in the same way every single year. So I'm still not kind of over that yet. I still don't think the roster's that any better.
Mm-hmm.
I think they needed a little bit more. So there's question marks for me. And I think they're going to lose some of their home field advantage that they had going into the brand new, sparkly, shiny building. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I think UBS is awesome. The Isles lost a little home ice advantage leaving the old dump to go over to the brand new, sparkly building. Is it great for everybody? Is it nice that you don't have to wait an hour and a half to go to the bathroom? Is it nice that, and all those things? Is it sure?
Well, now you just have to wait an hour and a half to get home.
Well, sure. But it's a modern state-of-the-art palace that's awesome. Yeah. But it's doesn't have the same feel that the old place had. And I think you're going to see that fairly quickly with where the Bills are moving into. The Bills had a very, small market, this is our team, our town thing, and you're moving them into a brand new sparkly palace where it costs a lot more money to get in, and everything inside of it also costs a lot more money. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, there's a weird feel in heading into this year.
Well, it is all brand new, not to be obvious in
right.
The stadium, but.
And I thought it was weird yesterday that they had to send their star quarterback out to, kind of try to put the fires out with the jersey. They got so much bad press on Monday with that dopey gray jersey and that awful helmet. That unsolicited Allen sat down at the table yesterday to be like, guys, enough with the jerseys. I like them. Like, that was like their thing. Like, Josh, can you go out and do this so that everybody gives us a break for a couple hours? That's just, I don't know. It's weird, Paulie. And obviously I'm going to be there every game. And I'm going to be rooting hard. I want to see this kid. He's not even a kid anymore at this point. God, he's been playing for so long. But I want to see this guy finally cross the line and get to a Super Bowl.
Well, I think that might have a lot to do with how you guys as Bills fans are also feeling too, because there is that disappointment. Like, when it'd be great if they had a one and then move into I think all these questions, all these feelings wouldn't be here as if they had gone on to at least play in the Super Bowl, if not win it. And then you're moving into the new building. You've still got this feeling of, man, we lost again. We got close. We can't get over the hump. And then it's like, I don't care about the building. I don't care about this. I just want to win.
And there is some correlation here with going back to what I was talking about with the Islanders moving into UBS, because before the Islanders moved into UBS, you had those seasons where they went to the Final Four those 2 times. And, that Game 6 Pavillier winner at the Coliseum over the Lightning that forced Game 7 in these finals and the plays. Like, there was just so much there.
Yeah, but the Islanders, I think, do the Bills, did they need a brand new stadium? Maybe they could sit here and I could say maybe probably they don't,
No, I think that they did. I mean, the place was an old dump like the Coliseum.
But compared to the Islanders
sure. I'm not telling you that it wasn't a good, obviously it's a good move. The place was a dump. I mean, but what I'm saying is that even though it's better to move, you do lose a little bit of that luster and that home ice advantage and that home field advantage. You're giving away some of that to, yes, move into a nicer place. And 20, 15 years from now, maybe that'll turn into.
Well, there you go.
that
I was just
place.
going to allude to the Boston Bruins. I mean, that was a massive change for them and their
Right.
fan base. And
It took a long time.
that new arena and everything, but they did win. They have been successful.
It took a long time to get to that point. You know, people were upset at first.
You know, there's a lot to play here too with the Islanders as far as being in Nassau County, the Island, sharing New York with the Rangers, and let's say, be honest, with the Tri-State with the Devils, and then you've got the Yankees, Mets, and all blah blah blah. You can go on and on and on. Whereas, maybe the Bruins obviously have that up with the Red Sox and the Patriots and everything. And by the way, the Patriots don't play in Boston.
They play in Foxborough.
But I guess it's obviously we don't live there though. But I think you described it perfectly that the Bills are the thing up there. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
no disrespect to the Sabres, they're there too. When the Sabres are successful, there's probably no better fans than the Sabres. But all these things play into factor. I mean, there's nothing you can do, right, Mike? We're getting older, and the future turns. I mean, look at the contracts these guys are getting in the NHL. Me and you have covered the NHL for years.
Yeah,
I never ever thought we'd see any kind of money like this.
No, guys getting $18 million a year,
and especially at the age, and they haven't even won anything.
Right.
The biggest thing was like when I'll never forget when Mess got his $6 million per year or something.
Right.
The guy had 6 cups to back it up.
Right.
That's the insanity.
I know.
That's how it used to be. You would get the big contracts if you had accomplished stuff. Played a rookie season, you put up a whole bunch of points, but you haven't won anything.
Nothing.
And the Sharks still might not win anything for the next few years.
Yeah, but that's you got to keep these guys happy now.
So do you have any more insight in the fact of how expensive it's going to be?
No,
to be a Buffalo Bills fan. Do you still think through all this stuff, the PSLs, the cost and everything, that barn's going to be filled every week in Buffalo?
That's part of the reason why it's hard for me to. I don't live up there. I obviously am not in it every day.
But I'm asking, do you think that barn is going to be filled every week?
Oh, no question.
Okay.
Especially I mean, you remember, here's the other difference. Hockey got 41 games, now 42, right? Didn't they open to 84?
Yes.
And we're playing 84 games this year for some godforsaken reason. NFL's 8. We got 8 of them. And especially in a new year, first year, new building, and a good team, of course it's going to be filled every single time. There's no question. It'll be filled for years, probably. Unless the team starts to suck. Because as you know, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're bad, people don't come. It is what it is. I don't know what they're charging for everything. I'm sure it's going to be astronomical because like what happened at UBS, you need to charge more to pay for all the stuff that you just did. It's insane, some of the stuff in UBS now. And even the parking, everything is just it's nuts. So, but it is what it is. This is what this is what you sign up for when you go into brand new digs. That's how it goes. Carver and Cuthbert.
Now, let me ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Since you asked me about the Giants, what would be a successful season for you and the Bills this year?
There's only one thing that's successful: getting to the Super Bowl.
All right.
There is not getting there. I mean, look, I would love to win it, but this is where the mark is now. They have to get to one at this point. Like, I think that anything less than that is at this point
Mahomes is doing very well.
He should be ready to go week 1 also. Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio, live here from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach on the island. I've got a couple other things, but before we do, one more time, why don't you let everybody know what's going to be going on at Borrelli's?
Once again, we are broadcasting live every Wednesday and Thursday from Borrelli's Taproom right here in Long Beach, New York, home of the New York Knicks. And tonight is Thursday, so it's carnivore night. So for $42.99, come on down tonight and get a choice of veal, steak, or pork, soup, or salad. Comes with a dessert, and you get bottomless beers and endless wines. And on top of all that, you get live music by current company who will be live here at 8 p.m. So coming down to carnivore night, it's always a blast, and you get the bang for your buck tonight at Borrelli's. Tomorrow night, more live music kicks off here with a performance by the Dirty Rockers, which are a tribute to reggae and ska, featuring hits by Stick Figure and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Incubus, Dirty Heads, and more. And that starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow. No covers, so come on down. And then followed by DJ Johnny John after that for the Friday night dance party. On Saturday, the Derek Adams Trio will be here at 7 p.m., followed by DJ TM Select for the Saturday night dance party here at Borrelli's. And then on Sunday, Tim Quinn will be here at 4 p.m. for live music, followed by DJ TM Select for the Sunday Fun Day dance party right here at Borrelli's. Don't forget now, on Fridays, it is called Frozen Fridays down here at Borrelli's. Come on down. You get $8 margaritas and pina coladas in the brand new frozen machine here. Come on down. Quench your thirst. It's great stuff. It's a great deal. And that's every Friday here at Borrelli's. Next week, Bingo returns on Tuesday night with Tommy, sponsored by Tillamadoo right here. And come on down. It's great. It always gets packed down here. So get down here too. And fellas, I'll tell you too, this place is always packed with beautiful women down here. So come on down, especially on Bingo Tuesdays with Tommy. Next Wednesday, Comedy Series returns here at Borrelli's. Chris DeStefano is sold out next Wednesday. Too late for you. But there are still tickets remaining for Pete Coriel on August 10th. And then on August 29th, Anthony Rodia is going to be here. And you can get your tickets at Taproom.com. Click on events or go to eventbrite.com and click on or search for Borrelli's Comedy. And once again, the NFL specials and college football specials are in the works. So get ready, everybody, for football season down here at Borrelli's. And you can always come down here and watch the Mets and the Yankees. And don't forget, anytime you come down to Borrelli's, mention the CNC podcast, and you get a free Miller Lite draft to start your session. And join us here during the week for lunch. 12 p.m., doors are open, $12 lunch special, all kinds of drink specials, and a great choice of craft beers and cocktails. And that's what's happening right here at Borrelli's, down here in Long Beach, New York.
That is what's happening, baby. It is great to hear. Oh, look, it's Gary Player. Hello, Gary Player. On the TV. Still going at 92. Still hitting the ball. Like he did when he was 30. It's amazing. Oh, Gary Player. Yes, a couple things, Paulie, before we go here today. First of all, did you get your Notre Dame jersey with the patch on it yet? With the
Not yet. I'm looking at all the teams now who have added the jersey patch.
Wisconsin with the Culvers.
Air Force.
Now, what did that cost them?
Brigham Young.
How much did they get for that?
For who?
$18 to $20 million annually for the SoFi patch on the Notre Dame jersey.
Chase in Ohio State. A lot of money.
There it is, right there for you. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, people make such a big deal about this stuff. Like
me and you are huge
KHL fans, so we see it all the time. Watching the Premier League your whole life. I mean, it's the size of the entire shirt in the Premier League. Yeah. Like, it's like, who cares? Like, and people, the sanctity of college football. The sanctity of college football has been gone for years now. I mean, they're paying everybody. Who cares? Of course, they got to put someone's logo on their jersey now. Of course, they got to slap Culver's on a Wisconsin jersey and SoFi on a Notre Dame jersey and all this stuff.
Culver's got the spot in Wisconsin.
Yes, that's what the Culver's.
Nice.
Wow, even USF got one too, huh?
Yep.
How about that? Got a bunch. Marshall. What did Marshall get them? The Herd Network is what Marshall. Who's got FedEx? Memphis, of course. That's where their home is.
Yep.
Look. I don't blame these teams, Paulie.
LSU, Woodside Energy, and LSU.
I don't blame these teams. They've got to now shell out millions and millions of dollars to keep these players. So they get $18 million a year to throw a patch on their jersey. Is it really that big of a deal?
Anybody who runs a business knows that you have to create business, and
this is all over with anyway.
I mean, you just
because, as Michigan coach Kyle Whittingham said at the Big Ten Media Days this week, he wants, and he's not the only one, I'll tell you that, for all these teams to leave the NCAA and conferences altogether and create a super league of 48 to 60 teams to break away from the NCAA. Basically, it'll be an NFL minor league model with a salary cap. Athletes are employees and collective bargaining. So I guess that also means they don't go to school anymore, right? I mean, is that, what is it? So it's just the Michigan football team that the kids don't got to go to class. You're just paying them. Like, the whole thing is nonsense. But I got bad news for you. This is what's going to happen. It's already started to happen. It started.
But it will be under the NCAA.
See, they already have about 34 teams are in two conferences, the SEC and the Big Ten.
But they'll never take it out independent.
Oh, they're going to leave the NCAA.
The college. Well,
they're going to start their own super.
Well,
It's already begun.
Well, how does it happen with the kids in school? They got to go to school, right? That's why they're on these teams.
Nobody cares. They just watch the football. You think anybody watching these games cares about the kids?
Players have to be on college teams going to classes.
It's over. No more school. It's just a minor league, like you said, minor league NFL.
We're already a dumb country. We're going to get dumber.
These kids aren't going to class. They are professional football players. They are minor league professional football players. That's what college in these 48 to 60 top teams, which are eventually going to break away and start their own world. That's it. Now, obviously, if you're a kid playing college football at, I'll give you Marshall,
The boss just sent me. I got to mention these.
Oh, my God. Wait a second. Let me see that. This is it right here?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just in the NFL specials here at Borrelli's.
Half-price mimosa towers? Half-price mimosa towers? Are we serious? What is in a mimosa tower? What goes on with that? Okay, but it's a tower. Are there different ones? Like how what's the tower? Is it like in a big gigantic tube? Like what are we? That's what it is?
That's
like a foot long, like a yard?
And if you don't like mimosas, you get the beer towel. There you go.
Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Let's go.
$1 wings, $4 Miller Lite drafts, $5 Lagunitas drafts,
Lagunitas,
$35 buckets of super light buckets. There you go.
Surfside
buck. Yep. Surfside 35, Spike Day 35, High Noon. Man.
What about college?
All right, college.
TCU, North Carolina, Saturday, August 29th, noon from Dublin.
$10 Borrelli pretzels, $10 Philly cheesesteak nachos. Oh, nice, man. Come on, Q. I got to start losing weight, man. What are you doing to me here? $10 egg roll platters.
At the bottom of this.
2-for-1 tailgate pizza of the week, $35 Surfside Spiked 8 super light and High Noon buckets. Half priced, eye opener.
All right, that's right. I'm showing my age here. This is another one for me, Tommy. What the hell's an eye opener? What is in an eye opener for? What? Woo!
Oh man,
that'll be an eye opener.
All right,
TCU, North Carolina, August 29th. Get ready.
Too funny.
In Dublin, baby.
All right.
Can't wait.
Real quick, next Friday, Lauren Craig's going to be back here, and so is Zach Harrington. It's going to be great on August 7th. And then next Sunday, fun day. Evan Carrig is coming back with DJ Johnny John, who will be here Friday night as well after the Dirty Rockers. Man. I don't know, man. Mike, you're going to need to get us Q, you're going to have to get us a cot for upstairs, man. I don't
get me a cot.
And a treadmill. And a rowing machine.
My goodness.
Can't beat the specials down here, Borrelli's, man. Good stuff.
Cannot. That is for sure. All right. A few other things.
Thanks for stopping in, guys.
Take care. All right, guys. Have a great day. Now, why don't we like talk on the field here? Because I'm ready, and I agree with Kyle Whittingham. There'll be a super league of 60 teams that's coming. And does that actually mean that would Notre Dame would technically be in a conference when that happens? Or are all the other teams going to leave Notre Dame out because they were never in a conference? You know what I'm saying? Like when they create this 48 to 60 super league and there's no conferences and they all leave the NCAA, are the other teams going to invite Notre Dame, or are they going to say, screw you for never being in a conference? You can't come. You can't be part of our 60-team super conference.
Notre Dame doesn't care, right?
Because the money always rolls in.
They don't care.
Especially 18 to 20 million from SoFi this year to have the jersey patch.
Most Notre Dame fans would probably watch them playing the practice squad. You know, the same team, same players, you know? I mean, I tell you what, man, when and if that starts to gradually maybe lean towards that, that could be just a big mess. I would see the government get involved, all kinds of stuff, man. I just don't see it happening just under the umbrella of the fact that, like I said, these kids are supposed to be college students learning.
There is only one game on the Notre Dame schedule that I have circled, and I am ready to go. And I hope that Marcus Freeman has spent his entire offseason, and CJ Carr and the rest of them, they are all ready to go, because the only game that matters is Saturday night, November the 7th. Miami at Notre Dame. It's revenge time, and it is on. And because, listen, they better not screw this up. I mean, Wisconsin sucks this year. They better beat them at Lambeau Field. Rice, Michigan State, Purdue, North Carolina. Man, I get to beat up on Bill in early October. Stanford, blah, blah, blah. Miami, Notre Dame, November 7th, under the lights, South Bend, revenge. That's it. Because I don't like it. And we talk about this already on the Bet River Show, how they are like the co-favorites to win the national championship this year. I think it's a little strong, but this is the game that determines it all because they didn't make the playoff last year because of losing to this team. I don't think Miami's as good as they were last year. I don't think their quarterback's as good as it was last year. I don't think any of it. I want blood that night. I want Notre Dame to come out and beat the hell out of Miami in that game. That is what I want. And then that is the game. I won't believe all the hype until they go and smash Miami that night because they're going to smash these other teams. These teams, I mean, it is what it is. These teams stink. They're going to beat all these teams.
When's opening game?
Wisconsin at Lambeau Field, September 6th, night game at Lambeau.
Sunday night.
Sunday night, you're right. Sunday night of Labor Day weekend. Notre Dame, Wisconsin. I need an eye-opener for that. An eye-opener keep me awake all night, Q. Let's go. Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Sunday night, Labor Day weekend at Lambeau. Let's go, baby.
It's here.
But Wisconsin sucks. They should beat Wisconsin. Okay? It's the Miami game, Paulie. It's the only thing that I've got circled, and I'm ready to go. I want revenge at Mario, big chest Cristobal, and the Miami Hurricanes are going to get, I hope it's 20 degrees of blowing wind in South Bend that night. Dopey Miami's got to come there and get their butts kicked by the Irish. That's all that matters to me.
I'm all for it.
Now I'm pumped for college football, too. Bad enough I got to watch Keon Coleman drop passes at Bills practice this morning from Josh Allen. At least now I can get excited that I got Notre Dame football co-favorites to win the national championship. All right, I'm ready now, Paul.
Love it.
Good to go.
That's a great
We're back next week.
Yes.
Wednesday and Thursday as August next week.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe it?
Mm-hmm. That's
when it really ramps up. Is the Dopey Hall of Fame game next week too? I think it is in the NFL. Is that we actually have a game next week. The Hall of Fame game, Thursday night, a week from tonight, August 6th.
And who's in the Dopey game?
Who doesn't get excited about the Panthers and the Cardinals in
Oh.
Canton, Ohio? Next Thursday night.
You know what? It's football. Watch it.
It's going to happen.
Okay, I'm going to watch it.
Tee it high, let it fly.
Let's go.
The Hall of Fame game where you couldn't pick anyone playing it out of a lineup, but you're going to watch it and bet it anyway because it's football. That's what it's all about.
So true. So true.
And I'll tell you now, under 36.5. Put it in now before it's 33 next Thursday because the total will go down because you always bet the under in the Hall of Fame game. Paulie, great job.
You too, brother.
As always. Great job by the chat again today, as always, too. Enjoy the trade deadline. Enjoy the Yankees and the Cubs. The Businessman Special tomorrow afternoon at Wrigley. Who you got? 2 out of 3 from the Yankees this weekend?
Better.
That's your answer. They better. They better. They'll win today, and they'll win 2 out of 3 this weekend. Big week in Chicago for the Yankees. All right. Go Sports Radio. Mike Carver, Paul Cuthbert, Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach on the island. Come down this weekend. We will see you back here Wednesday, noon East.